bands. And then I think they had Heavy Metal Part 2, a follow-up many years later. And then Jesus Christ Superstar, the big Broadway play. Yeah, great soundtrack here. Good listen. I think original pressing here. Decca. Not much of a gatefold. I wish there was pictures in there. Caddyshack. And then Eddie and the Cruisers. Flashdance. And Footloose. Midnight Express. Yeah, this was a great movie. Really makes you thankful when after seeing this movie. Man, we got a lot to be thankful for. Wow. The stuff that he went through in that prison. Wow. Yeah, Giorgio Moroder. The theme music to Midnight Express was actually the theme music to the Art Bell and I think George Norrie's Coast to Coast AM radio show. St. Elmo's Fire. The Brat Pack. All those actors there born between about 59 and 68. Molly Ringwald, I think, was the youngest. And let's see, who was Judd Nelson was the oldest. He was born in 59. Yeah, Rob Lowe. All, basically those actors born in the early 60s. Star Wars. Yeah, John Williams, I think, is the orchestration. Cool find here. Two LP set, very nice. I saw that when it hit the movie theaters back in '77. Just totally blown away. Very, very advanced for what we were used to, at that time. And then all the sequels to follow. Streets of Fire. Kind of a compilation of new wave artists on here. See, where are they at? Here they are on the edge. And Woman in Red, produced by Stevie Wonder. Haven't heard that one. Man, let's... Yeah, I got the rest of these in a box here. Okay. You remember these here storybooks. So many different TV shows and movies and children's stories that made it onto these book and record sets that had the integrated booklet in there, kind of like a full-blown color comic book of about, 10, 15, 20 pages. This is still sealed from '76. This is a Star Trek. And let's see. Well, they got a sticker over it, but I think this has like 2 or 3 stories on it. Lots of fun here. And then Passage to Moav in Vino Veritas and The Crier in Emptiness. Morse. Join the excitement as Captain Kirk, Spock, and the crew of the Starship Enterprise take you through 3 exciting adventure stories. It's on Peter Pan Records, and that was from '79. Here's another Peter Pan release from '79 on just a few numbers higher on the catalog number. 4 stories on this one. And I just about got all of Bob James's music. I love all his jazz pop. There's number 1. Of course, he did the theme music and all the music to the soundtrack of the TV show Taxi. Yeah. Fun show there with Danny DeVito and Latka Grabus, and Carol Kane was on there. And yeah, man, I got a lot of listening here. Number 3. I think these are reissues. Hence the and the barcode there. Yeah, these start out in the early '70s and go into the late '80s. Heads. Nice gatefold. A lot of these had the gatefold covers. Touchdown. Lucky 7. Yeah, I've listened to all these at one time or another. Years ago, my friend lended me these so I could listen to them, and I really liked them. So yeah, Bob James, high recommend here. He goes through all different, flavors of jazzy sound. One-on-One. H. H is for hot dog. Sign of the Times. Hands Down. Two of a Kind. Foxy. And here's a good shot of him. Taxi, the genie, basically all the Taxi soundtrack there that you heard from the TV show. And 12. And Rameau and Bob James. Kind of a classical here. And Bob James and David Sanborn. Good album here. Philip Glass, the photographer. Kind of a cyclic, repetitive song structures. Sparse. I think I had his Glassworks album at one time and then traded it. Best of Gino Vanelli. He had the great song Storm at Sunup, which was slightly altered, performed by John Barry Orchestra, and then used in Space 1999 in one of those episodes. Very cool song. Both versions are great. Dave Lieberman, Lookout Farm on ECM. Fresh Air 4 by Mannheim Steamroller. They had some nice Christmas albums too. Good band here. A different listen here. Anytime I hear their music, they just immediately stand out. It's hard to not know who you're hearing there. Sergio Mendes, much later. He had Brazil 66, jazzy Brazilian bossa nova. Here he's getting more poppy. Still a good album. Oh yeah, here's the other one, the Moody Blues, Caught Live at 5, that I was missing. Now my Moody Blues is all complete. Okay, got a glitch in there. Was that the last song, maybe? We'll go to the next CD. Oh, we'll just start it over. I think that's who is that? Man, I forgot. Why? I can't remember the artist, and I know him well. Kraftwerk. This is a compilation of Kraftwerk 1 and Kraftwerk 2 from 71, 72. I think this is a 72 or 73 release on Vertigo. Of course, being I think this might be a 75 reissue, because it was 75, possibly 74, or was it 73 when Vertigo went to the Spaceship label. This is the Spaceship label version, not the Swirl. The Swirl labels are only on the very, very early late 60s, early 70s. But yeah, this is a 2-record set, of course. You see the inner sleeve, inner gatefold rather. Yeah. Pulses, sine waves on an oscilloscope there. Frequency pulses. Cool cover in the Kraftwerk style. I love these first 2 albums by them. Kind of trying to find their sound, just kind of experimenting like Cluster did on their albums, similar stuff. One song on here that's a standout is Kling Klang and Megahertz. But I love it all. Best of John and Vangelis. Yeah, I loved all of John and Vangelis. John Anderson, of course, of Yes, teams up on vocals with Vangelis and for some very nice music. They put out 3 albums in the early 80s, 80, 81, 83, I think. Yeah, The Friends of Mr. Cairo and one after that. Yeah, I like all their stuff. And we'll end this video here, 30 minutes. That's a good stopping point. And we continue with vinyl finds number 19 or 20 maybe on the next one. It'll be down in the box there. So hope you enjoyed, everybody. Thanks for watching, the subscriptions, and hope you enjoy the stuff I have to show in the future. I've got a lot of recent finds that accumulated in those 9 months, about a crate and a half or two to show. And we get into the stuff you know me best for, which is the progressive, the more complex stuff, the rarer stuff. So hey, take care, everybody. Talk to you later.